Amanda and Will O'Connell with RecruiterBrew, and this is episode 5 of RecruiterBrew. So welcome, we're excited. Something's been brewing over here at RecruiterBrew. We're so excited to talk to you about it. It's our new solution. I'm gonna let you
Wow. Well, we are introducing a innovative, unique, game-changing model called RB Consulting. It is a proactive, scalable, on-demand, full-service hiring model that's really kind of turning the industry on its head. It is really it's an amazing opportunity for partnership, cost savings. Just excited to get into it. But let's back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
First off, how's your week going? What's going on, Amanda?
It's going well. We've been putting our heads down, diligently working on just all the framework and all of the nitty gritty with RB Consulting. So we're making a lot of updates. We have to do a lot of education on kind of our new process here. But it's been just super inspiring, just because I think you and I have been doing this for so long and have experienced, especially in this type of a market, it's been a little bit down. There's been some chance to really reflect on what's been going on, looking at our partnerships, taking a really kind of deep dive into that, and seeing a lot of areas of improvement, right? Looking at some pain points, maybe from our clients and customer side, as well as like from our end too, right? Because we're handling this process. So I think there's just a lot of opportunity to do it better. And not necessarily even affecting, costs so much, and even, more cost savings potentially for a lot of clients in this new approach. So it's just taking kind of a deeper dive into the process, being even more of a strategic partner, a true partner. We're going to talk a little bit more about what that means, but that's kind of, that's been, I guess, where my head's been at most recently, just thinking all the time about, ideas popping up and how we're going to communicate that. But just overall, really excited. I think it's been a bit slow for a lot of agencies, right? A lot of staffing companies, a lot of even companies in general, but we're seeing some good improvements, a lot more roles popping up, just good, some solid activity on the market. But so that's what I've been excited about recently. But why don't you share a little bit about, what you've been having going on here?
Yeah, excited for the weather. The weather to change soon. We get some the typical New England, Boston weather. You see the cityscape behind us. We're right, overlooking downtown. But spring is definitely in the air. New things. New things popping up, cropping up, and definitely along the theme of RecruiterBrew. Lots of really cool stuff brewing for us over here. So RB Consulting, really, wow. So the world of recruitment's it's been evolving. It is, it's becoming more and more important for companies and their resources to, find more efficient ways to, make data-driven decisions, regarding scalability, regarding making that key hire, especially in today's current economy. We've really been innovating over on our end, the talent innovation lab over at RecruiterBrew, and we have really been perfecting, really in my opinion, given the market, really the optimal, the best in my opinion, because hey, I'm biased, but it's the best best solution for companies. So RB Consulting, really it's that proactive, true partnership. The ability to offer cost savings for companies, offer that start-stop on-demand approach, and also build a lot of transparency into the process with our clients and in terms of the collaboration involved in all of us working together to make that that key hire or multiple key hires for your company.
Absolutely.
So I'll let you elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to elaborate on. I mean, there was things popping up as you were speaking, but even the transparency aspect of, getting that deep dive into our process. I think traditionally, a lot of clients don't actually know what goes on behind the scenes, right? It's been very results focused. It's who do you got? Put them in front of me. I want the best person, but it's not necessarily tailored to that culture and that brand, the employer branding aspect. So this is a much more holistic approach where we're having a seat at the table, having these strategic discussions, being that true partner that truly understands all the aspects of what's going to make this person successful in this role so successful, a key hire, right? And it's all of those aspects. And really going out and proactively searching and mining for that diamond in the rough, so to speak. So that is what I'm really excited about. And this is something that we've done, right, but never given that visibility to a client. And I think that that's so important for them to see so that they can also have a seat at our table and give us real-time feedback into our process and say, oh, you know what, I love that person, and oh, you know what, let's tweak this. So it's just that true back and forth ongoing feedback loop. There's just so much of it that that is really exciting to me. So when you mentioned transparency, I just find that this kind of flips everything in a different view, where it's focused on the effort and the work behind the scenes versus kind of that end result and throwing that person in front of them and trying to close that deal. And it becomes less about that deal closing aspect, that kind of traditional agency, like let's get it done aspect, and more about the strategic process. Is this the right candidate for this particular role? So that's the transparency piece was.
And then transparency is huge. I would say a really, really big elements that I'm especially excited about is, being able to really deep dive into the employer branding.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, really just being that, consulting, advising partner to really help with your, on-demand, go-to-market employer branding.
Yeah.
So it's real-time feedback, sometimes critical feedback, sometimes, hopefully really positive feedback too. Yeah. But there's a lot of market intelligence, in the industry. And I think even Amanda and I know with our business, we, and for a long time, we lived in like an echo chamber. We lived like in a vacuum, and we want our clients to really know kind of what their, not necessarily not necessarily industry reputation, or really just kind of like what's great about that job opportunity for clients, for candidates, but also what are some things to really improve, work on, whether it be job descriptions,
right,
whether it be the dynamic of a company's team, whether it be, hey, you know what, this is what candidates are seeing with other opportunities out there as well. Absolutely. So kind of getting into that, being able to offer that advisory, weekly dashboard call, being able to have that dedicated account manager, being able to target several profiles on the fly with working directly with those key stakeholders at your company. Yeah. So we're there's so many things that can go on. So,
I know, and it's actually really cool. The employer branding piece is very interesting, and it's funny because it comes full circle for us. Will and I both went to Emerson College, which is a very marketing focused, we both studied marketing and both worked in corporate marketing, and we had, kind of our life prior to staffing, right? And so it's just kind of interesting being able to kind of tie everything together, where this just feels like the right time. I mean, we've had our company for almost a decade, right? We've been doing this for a while. And there was like something in the air where we're just like, something needs to change. This needs to feel more strategic and more just a higher level of partnership with our clients. So I think that this is the perfect way to tie everything together, just increase that delivery and visibility, and just have a solid partnership moving forward. And I love we can talk about the scalability aspect too, because I love that this is so flexible, where they're not locked in, clients aren't locked into any certain thing. This can be turned on or off, scaled up or down. We can kind of have that flexibility to add, positions as needed. So it's just nice because we can incorporate kind of everything we're learning, in the entire process, and then taking all that knowledge and being able to work kind of on the next project, right? So it's more of I would say like a project type of a basis for us versus just like filling a position. That's the way I kind of see it.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think what I love most about it is that people think of consulting, advising as, maybe in some cases, like kind of like some, fluffy, kind of like theoretical, hypothetical, maybe not results oriented, field. And I'll tell you right now, like everything is about the metrics. Everything is about the data involved in really just driving those data. Because even you said just yesterday, like the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So I think the more we, keep ourselves toward those KPIs, those metrics, the data-driven decisions, working with clients. And the best part about it is, as a consulting firm, we are all about results. Everything 100%. Is driving to delivering, that solution. And I think, I didn't really want to, maybe completely like talk about this, because I think this is like the best part is really that long-term talent pipeline that we're offering to clients, and really just having that really just that relationship inventory and that courtship pipeline of amazing talent for your firm, and the data we're giving you, and the mobilization, engagement, and at the end of the day, delivery of that amazing talent. And even though you as a client, you'd be stopping, fractional, and sometimes supplemental. It's the actual residual reverberation of those relationship and of that go-to-market momentum is really queuing you up for your ultimate employer branding, and being able to capitalize on the engagement of all of those candidates for your firm, and the opportunities that you have for that talent. Yeah,
there's so much opportunity, like you said. I mean, we don't want to give it all away in terms of the approach, but there's so much opportunity in that long-term relationship, because like we've been doing this for a while, right? We've been growing our networks for so long, and you meet some of these amazing people. You don't want to lose that, especially when this approach is so tailored. We want to be able to keep those relationships going. And I want to just step back to the metrics real quick, because I think that's a really important spot to hit on. Who does metrics better than agencies, right? Internally, agencies are all about the metrics, right? That's how you grew up in staffing firms and managing teams and hiring your own teams, and then us here at RecruiterBrew, but not necessarily giving that same visibility to clients, right? So now we're going to be able to show all that and show them the entire process with metrics. And that's something we haven't really done before, I don't think, with clients, right? I thought that's too much.
Yes, that's a great point. I mean, I think the way I was trained originally, and the way, I guess, the overall philosophy of the staffing world was it's all about just hitting that miracle grand slam on a candidate. Don't let them know how much work's involved. Don't let them know.
Sweat, you know?
And then what we've realized over time evolving is clients respect that work ethic.
Absolutely.
They respect the amount of conversations and the amount of effort it really does take to ultimately present and deliver that rock star candidate or that short list of amazing talented folks. I think some things we've heard in the past, and of course other staffing firms our clients are staffing firms, right? So I think like they're they say hey, well, the client didn't want to hire this person because I only presented this one candidate, and they want to see more candidates. Well, that's because you're good at what you do. You held back. You might have talked to 20, 30 candidates and didn't present those talented folks to them and queued them up. Yeah. It really is. It's not a shot in the dark, right? There is so much effort and so much work involved in delivering this talent. And you know what? People love partnerships. They love building trust. They love understanding the process of the process of actually coming to that short list, coming to that ideal candidate. Right. And we're all learning a lot together in the process, building that credibility, building that amazing, more intimate relationship with our clients. Absolutely. And it's been amazing. And I think it's just really, like I mentioned before in a few podcasts when we were kind of building out our model on our initial clients, our relationships have improved by leaps and bounds. So yeah, it's a great time to be doing this right now.
I also want to add that point of market intelligence. Like as you were talking about, discussing with candidates, right? There is so much intelligence that we are gathering every single day with every single conversation that we're having. And we're going to be able to incorporate that so much better with this consulting approach and this model and this solution. So I think that was also something that kind of came to mind as we were discussing this. But yeah, really excited to really just put this into play, be working directly with clients on it right away, and just delivering this really amazing holistic approach that's revolutionary, in my opinion.
And making it work for clients, it is a lot of work on our end internally as well, on delivering and providing that transparency. So, but we love what we do, and we love to earn our money as well. So I mean, we're really excited to partner with that, or you out there if you're looking to build your team. We didn't mean to make this into kind of a sales pitch situation, but I think we're just so pumped up about how the mechanics of being able to deliver this. Absolutely. And just the overall execution and being able to really save companies money and improving these client relationships that turn into just repeat relationships while cost saving. So I would say it's the best, innovative, unique, and just game changing. So we're really pumped to talk to you and find out ways and how we can help you grow. And it's a beautiful time right now.
Awesome. Well, yeah, enjoy spring, and we're so excited to be launching this and getting this off the ground and working together with you. And thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You'll hear more updates as the weeks go on, and stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll talk to you soon.